Operation Restart is a program that was the brainchild of School Board Commissioner Stephanie Love and myself, and a lot of love and attention from Director of Youth Services, Ike Griffin. And I want to thank the mayor, I want to thank Director Griffin, I want to thank Director of Public Works, I want to thank Ms. Eldred White in her absence, City Beautiful. This was a collaborative between the city, Neighborhoods Running Neighborhoods, which is a 501c3, which I am privileged to be president of. The city, Shelby County Schools, the District Attorney's Office, and Juvenile Court. And we also have, as one of our partners, the city of University of Memphis, who will be doing an evaluation of how successful this program has been. And what they have done is to take a control group of another 20 young men who are not in a program like this, and they're going to track the performance of these young men versus those young men and how this program has assisted them in improving their academic performance and also reducing their truancies. Operation Restart is a program to give young men who have had some issues with truancy and maybe some other kinds of things in their school performances where they were recommended by Shelby County Schools, either principals, administrators, teachers, the Shelby County District Attorney's Office, or some other person who thought that they could benefit from being in a program where they could be mentored and at the same time make some dollars and stay out of trouble. It is really a cleanup, blight elimination program where they are cleaning up around their own schools. At the same time, they're learning things such as how to budget their funds, how to speak and carry themselves, how to tie a tie, how to go through the interview process, how to fill out job applications, as well as enjoying each other's companionship. Now, part of the program, and we're so thankful that Commissioner Love's idea of this was to engage the parents, is to have the parents also go through a process where for 2 hours a week, they are involved in coming up with a plan of action that will increase the academic performance of these young men next year, as well as reduce any issues that they had with truancy. And we like to brag on the fact that we're teaching them personal responsibility in that they have 10% of their income withheld from their checks to pay a portion of a household bill. They also have one of their checks, their last check, held to pay for uniforms and school supplies. They receive bus passes if they ask for them, but if they did not, they know that at 9:16 they're late, and they receive demerits. And I'm sure they can all tell you about how wonderfully they enjoy me pointing my finger and saying demerit. That demerit translates into the following, that if they receive 3 demerits, their check is reduced by $5. 6 demerits is reduced by $10. And so the point that we're trying to emphasize here is you have to be on time, you have to be where you're supposed to be, you have to do what you're supposed to do. And certainly, I want to thank the mayor for coming out today. I want to thank the mayor for having the courage and the fortitude to invest in this effort that Director Griffin brought to him and that he graciously agreed to allow us to move forward with. This is a pilot project, and let me just say this. We brought this as a pilot because we believe that this may be an answer to keeping a whole lot of our young men out of trouble. These are not the young men that have been violent, and these are not the young men that you would call goody two-shoes. They fall somewhere in between. They just needed a little structure, a little opportunity, and maybe someone to work with them so that they could be the productive young men that they're capable of being. And we certainly thank the mayor for allowing us to have that opportunity. And I think in a minute I want to introduce the principal of the school to come forward and let her say a few words, and then we would like for the young men to introduce themselves to you, Mayor, and have you share with them any thoughts you have.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wilburn, Mayor Strickland. Welcome, Commissioner Love, Operation Restart. Welcome everyone to MLK College Prep. Here at MLK College Prep, we focus on 3 C's, which is college, career, and community. As an extension for community, we want our students to understand the importance of being a citizen that gives back in real time. And so through Operation Restart, under the umbrella of Commissioner Love. And through the partnership of Fraser Community Schools, our executive director, Mr. Bobby White, and myself are here to support this initiative. We understand the importance of how initiatives like this can really support our students and growing, where they're committed to either choosing a path of college or career. So we definitely appreciate you coming out today and sharing with us. Without further ado, I definitely don't want to take away why we're here, but want to definitely extend you an invitation to come back and visit our school at any time.
Thank you. Again, this is a partnership between the city of Memphis and neighborhoods running neighborhoods, Fraser Community Schools, certainly Shelby County Schools. And I see that Ms. White and Mr. Dandridge are here. They were very instrumental, along with Director Griffin, in making this happen. This could not have happened without them, and certainly the mayor's commitment to this made it happen as well. At this time, I'm not the star of this show. These are the 20 stars of the show. And I'd like for them to begin, introduce themselves, Mayor, and tell you who they are and what they've been doing as a part of the program and what they'd like to do after.
Nice to meet all y'all today. My name is Devontae Jones. I go to MLK. After I graduate from high school, I would like to be an engineer or attend to college.
Yeah.
How y'all doing today? My name is Torian Gordon. I attend Memphis High School. After high school, I will be attending Mississippi State, major in education.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Roger Bob. I attend Raleigh High School. I'm a Oklahoma junior. When I graduate, I plan on going to college to major in entrepreneurship. And my plan B is another way just to make my plan A successful.
My name is Brandon Franklin. I attend MLK College Prep. Once I graduate high school, I plan on going to college, but I'm undecided what I want major.
My name is Roderick Simmons. I attend Hampton High School. I'm overall the same. And after high school, when I graduate from high school, I would like to attend Mississippi State and take a physical education.
My name is Brian Kirkland. I'm an upcoming senior at Hamilton High School. After graduation, I would like to attend the University of Clemson and take up graphic design. If that doesn't work out, I want to start my own banner on the field.
My name is Rashad Lewis. I attend Davis High School. I'm a sophomore. I play basketball. I'm a college member at the University of Michigan. I'm a major in music and engineering.
My name is Luciano Balfour. I attend Raleigh Regional High School. I'm an upcoming sophomore. When I graduate, I would like to attend the Air Force. After I serve my years in the Air Force, I would like to start my own company, but I'm undecided on what I want my company to be.
My name is Jason Garrett. I attend Davis High School. I'm an upcoming senior. After I graduate, I'm going to attend UT North and major in chemical engineering. If that doesn't work out, my plan B is to be a Navy SEAL.
Good afternoon, you guys. My name is George Wright. I'm in 11th grade. I play basketball. I attend Dudley High School. Once I graduate from high school, I want to attend University of Memphis, study criminal justice.
My name is Martavius Jones. I attend MLK College Prep. I'm an upcoming junior. After I finish high school, I want to go to Duke University. My plan A is to be a football player, but if that don't work, I want to be an entrepreneur.
Hey, my name is Derek Freeman. I'm an upcoming senior. I go to Hampton High School, play football, run track. After I graduate from high school, I want to go to Mississippi State or University of Arkansas to major in residential architecture and or be a biomedical engineer. And the Army is an option.
My name is Jericho Lewis. I attend Benton High School. I'm an upcoming senior. When I graduate, I'm planning on attending Alabama University for football. My major is to be engineering technology, and my backup plan is with Arsenal sports science.
My name is Dante King. I'll be attending Trinity High School. After I graduate, I want to go to TSU to study criminal justice.
My name is Queries Wiggins. I attend MLK College Prep. I'm an upcoming junior. And when I graduate, I want to go to the university.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tommy Palin. I attend Raleigh High School. I'm an upcoming sophomore. I play basketball. I'm indecisive on what college I want to attend, but I know I want to major in physiology and psychology. If that doesn't work out, I'll probably try basketball.
I graduate from high school, I would like to go to Lamar College to be an entrepreneur.
Mayor, that's our outstanding group of young men. They've been at it for, this is their 5th week of the 6-week program. And, they've learned quite a bit. We've had a lot of fun. Trustee Lenore came and put them through an exercise on budgeting. And they learned very quickly that 18.5, which is what he said a high school dropout would earn, versus a professional degree which made $99,000 and still had $50,000 left over after they paid all their bills. They learned the difference really quick, and they decided they didn't want to be a high school dropout. So that was a good exercise for them. We've also had a number of other motivational speakers who have come and spoke to them about how they can improve what they're doing. And Commissioner Love has had them all put down their desires of how they're going to improve next year in school. So one of the final things they will do is have a plan of action of how they're no longer going to be truant if they were truant, how they're going to improve their grades next year. And we sort of baited them by saying, and I hope I didn't misspeak, right, that if they did what they were supposed to do, we talked about they may be able to get back into the program next year.
That's right.
And so that's the incentive for them to meet that plan of action and perform in that way.
And to Mayor Strickland and to the city of Memphis, Shelby